Hey, welcome back, guys. We're here for round 2 of Standard. We got Bryant Ruettiger on Grixis Discard versus Zach Kidd on Simic Nexus.
Yay, another Nexus deck. Can you see how enthused I am?
Cool stuff. I really like Bryant's deck. He's playing 4 main deck Duresses.
Solid.
He's going to take a mulligan here. He's got 4 main deck Duresses, 4 main deck Thoughts Erasure, 4 main deck, I think he said Disinformation Campaign also, so he's got a ton of discard and a lot of Nicol Boluses and Angraths. So he is just all in on making you lose cards out of your hand as quickly as possible, which in a meta like this, where everything seems to be slower and a bit more dirtily, totally acceptable.
Yeah.
Zach here, he's got a Simic Nexus deck.
Pretty standard.
I was just going to say pretty standard, just Wilderness Reclamation, Hydroid Grixis, and lots of mana, and then Nexus of Fate.
Yeah.
That's really all you need to know.
Duress.
There it is, the main deck Duress. So we're probably going to see him, get rid of that Wilderness Reclamation. Bryant has no way to interact once it's on the table.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of lands, a Blink of an Eye, and a Hydroid Grixis. We're going to see what he can put together here. Ooh, that's a good one off the top.
Yeah.
Search for his Kanta. Can't interact with the top of someone's deck for the most part.
Nope. It does have, looks like an...
Oh, look at that. Another search just went to the yard. He was getting that search for his Kanta going. I've said it many times before, but I'll say it again. My favorite card in the entire Standard format, Search for his Kanta.
Yeah, I haven't played Standard in a bit, so, I don't even know what my favorite card is now.
It's probably just going to be Search for me until it rotates.
Yeah.
We can see here both players just kind of making land drops, saying go. Whatever permanent Bryant puts out into play first is going to be able to get Blink of an Eye here with Kicker, which is always very good. Get to redraw. Not the best one to blink, though. You don't need to blink it.
Countered.
I was going to say, don't need to blink it if it gets countered. Nicol Bolas, the Ravager. Lots of discard going here. End step, we'll see an opt. So, for getting turn 1 to rest, the top of Zach's deck here has been very good to him.
Yeah. Is that an Eldest Reborn or in Bryant's hand, or is
I think that's a Phyrexian. No, that's an Eldest Reborn.
Okay.
I was gonna say he would be the guy that I would know most likely to play a main deck Phyrexian Scriptures right now.
Yeah.
He's not going that deep though. I think the 4 main deck Duress is good enough for him. Another Thought Erasure. Well, Thought Erasure.
Number 1.
Yep. Let's see what Zach can put together here. Oh, he's just going to counter it. Totally fine. Protects that Hydroid Grixis.
Yeah.
We'll see if Bryant here wants to counter back. He's holding this Negate. Yep, and he does. Really good here. He gets that counter out of his hand, and he's going to get this Grixis too. Still, Zach has this search for his Kanta.
Bryant missed his Surveil.
Did he?
Yep.
That's big.
Can't be missing those things.
Yeah, especially when your opponent's flipping a search for his Kanta.
Yep.
Flipped search for his Kanta might be the strongest thing you can do in Standard still.
Yeah, probably. Currently, I don't know. There's a lot of strong... this Standard's just really good right now.
Yeah, this Standard's very powerful. I don't know, man. Search for his Kanta. It's just so good. I can't stop. What do you even do, Bryant? Zach just has access to his entire deck.
Cast a main deck Chemisters? Okay.
He's got a lot of sorcery speed play here. I can see it. Just gonna pass the turn.
We need an instant speed Duress.
End step is Kanta here, gonna find that Wilderness Reclamation finally.
That's why we need instant speed Duress.
Yeah, no kidding. Hit you in the draw step. So, Search for his Kanta plus Wilderness Reclamation actually is just busted.
Yeah.
You get to do it main phase, then you get to do it on their turn.
There's Nexus.
Yep.
And this is where Zach's going to just start chaining turns, potentially.
Yeah, I think we're just going to see a Nexus on the end step here. No reason not to.
Right. I mean, Bryant's got 3 mana.
Bryant's got 2 mana, but
2 mana, sorry.
Big difference between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
He's already used one negate. I don't know how likely it is for a second main deck negate.
Well, he's got a cast down, so at least he can deal with a Grixis.
That's true.
Buys him some time, at least.
Still, man, Wilderness Reclamation plus Flip Search for his Kanta. I think we're just playing a not an if Bryant can win game. It's more of a when does Zach close it out.
Yeah.
I just, there's not anything that Bryant's deck can do to interact with what's going on here in game one, at least. There's no Field of Ruins. I was talking to him about it yesterday. There's no way in Grixis colors, really, for him to deal with the Wilderness Reclamation once it resolves, and him and I talked about it either as to counter it on the way down.
He has to bottom this Grixis because of the Escata. He can't take lands.
That's
or
okay.
Can't take creatures. I mean, but that's how Zach's supposed to win this game. That is his win con.
No, I get that, but Zach doesn't care. That's the thing, is he doesn't care. This combination of Wilderness Reclamation plus his Kanta is so powerful.
I just think I saw a Root Snare get drawn.
Root Snare in another land.
I'm going to discard a
Blink of an Eye.
Why would you not discard the Blink of Eye knows about?
That's a good point.
Yeah, like... He knows
Style
about
points.
one blink of an eye, so you're just like, here's another one.
He doesn't care. Yeah. Zach knows this game is over.
Still, it's getting into bad habits.
No, you're right about that. Play correctly. Sure, man. I'll discard this other Blink of an Eye.
No.
Nah.
It doesn't look like that's what he's doing.
No, he's not gonna.
Blink with kicker.
Draw that card back. I think he drew another Root Snare. So it was literally just like a Moto bug.
It happens a lot.
Yeah. There's a Nexus. There we go. Plays his land.
I think we should play with lands in front at this point.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I assume we're just going to see a Nexus here.
Probably. I mean...
Well, on the end step, I mean, we get the free as Kanta here.
One too.
Yeah. Second Nexus, so maybe he doesn't even take it?
Just take it.
Yeah, just take it, right?
Why would you not?
He can't figure out what he wants. He's got a lot of choices there, though.
You just take the second
Well,
Nexus.
he might take the Sinister Sabotage just as protection, because Bryant does have 3 open. That's the thing he's looking at. I don't think he can take the Chemist's Insight here. Oh, I guess that's like the least one I would take out of those 3 choices. Is the Chemist's Insight, honestly.
I mean, he could, if he goes to his end step, he could have literally just cast double Nexus.
Well, I would...
By floating everything.
Right, I honestly don't know about double Nexus. Sinister Sabotage almost seems better there. Just kind of locks the game. Having said that,
he had exactly 14.
Both are fine. Like, both lines of Sinister Sabotage or Nexus are fine. You already have a Chemist's Insight in the yard, plus you have the Search for his Kanta. You don't need more cards. You need to do something proactive. And like, yeah, Sinister Sabotage isn't proactive, but it's essentially it would have been the final nail in the coffin. Having said that, second Nexus is probably also final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I mean, you just take 2 extra turns and hopefully draw a Grixis in there.
Well, and even I was gonna say, even if there is a Sinister Sabotage in Bryant's hand, second Nexus does resolve then.
Exactly.
So literally both lines are the same in that regard. If there's a sabotage, there's more upside to your line. I just like countering spells. Yeah, I like putting that fear. I like putting that knowledge into my opponent's head, especially off a Search for his Kanta.
Yeah, you know me. Like I like countering spells too. I like saying no, but I also like taking extra turns.
Yeah, I know.
When I can take 2 extra turns instead of just 1, I'm doing it.
Yeah, but your game's over. Why not just have fun with it? You're on camera.
Because I want the game to end so I don't lose game 2 or go to a draw and go.
Nah,
like,
you're
1-1-1.
fine. You're fine.
Because that's just like the worst to do on camera is to go 1-1-1.
No, I get that. I really don't think there's any fear of that. There's a Nexus. You can see Bryant's having the most fun.
Yeah.
Sure, man.
I'd honestly just take a nap at this point.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, tell me when you're done.
Bryant's in the press F6 mode.
This is where I would just like shut down my computer, actually.
Yeah, right. There's another Nexus, too.
But now he doesn't have enough to cast it double at end step.
That doesn't matter.
Well, yes, maybe he does.
Even if he
3,
doesn't, it doesn't matter.
4... You get to untap that search, too. Yeah. 1, 2, 3...
No, I don't think he does.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13...
He's
no,
one short, yeah. No, and it's fine because he has... Other than the second Nexus on this turn, from here on out he essentially has infinite mana because of this Wilderness Reclamation, and he's just going to start taking basically infinite turns because look at how small his deck is.
Yeah, he still needs to find Grixis plus Counterspell back up to not lose to a cast down.
He'll find it eventually. That's the thing is he's just going through the motions at this point, making his deck nothing but those cards. Bryant's going to make him do it too.
Yeah, I would too. I'd be like, show me you have a way to win.
Right.
Like, if you don't have a way to win, have fun playing with yourself.
Right.
Right? Like, we'll draw the game out. I'm not drawing cards.
Yeah.
I can't lose. You can't lose. We'll draw. I'll go 0-0-1. Let's go.
Zach taking his time here, figuring out how he wants to do this. It's not that hard, buddy. Let's go.
Yeah. We need, like, Westvale Abbey.
That would be sweet.
Imagine Westvale Abbey in Nexus.
Ugh.
Just like, I'm going to make a dude. I'm going to make a dude. I'm going to make a dude. Here's a 9/7.
So we're going to see an opt. Zach going to play a tap Memorial to Genius. Probably going to follow it up with this Nexus of Fate, I would guess. Another search, that's fine. Scry one a turn, or Surveil one, I should say. Is Kanta.
Stop using this Kanta here. You can't take it.
Oh, there goes my Hydroid Crassus.
No, you need to take the Sabotage.
Why are you taking all your... Dude, you have so much draw.
You have to take the Sabotage here because you need to have...
You gotta protect it.
You have to be able to have a way to not die to this have it die to this cast down. Because I'm not sure, but most of these decks only play 2 Grasses, and once both of them go to the graveyard, you can't win.
Yeah.
I was playing Esper against Dan Krapu, and he was playing this deck the day after it came out, and I went like turn 2 Thought Erasure, turn 3 Thought Erasure, and the turn in between those two, so I took his Crassus turn 2, and then his turn 3 draw was
Nexus.
a Crassus, and then I Thought Erasure again, and then he scooped. I'm like, what? Why are you scooping? He's like, that's the only way I can win. And I'm like, I appreciate you for not making me play that out to realize that you don't have a way to win.
I mean, I get what Zach's going for here. He's trying to literally draw his entire deck. That's what it seems.
Yeah, but that's boring.
I mean, it's not the best way he could be going about this. This game could probably be almost over at this point.
It probably could have been over.
I mean, I don't know. He's got to find the Crassus.
Yeah,
but you gotta take
don't
that
do that by
sabotage.
activating Search for Escanta, because that's how you put it on the bottom of your deck.
Well, that's why you take the opt then, right? Because that's how you find the Crassus.
No, you take the Sabotage.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
And then just like deck.
Well, you'll find the Sabotage eventually.
Okay, play this precog now. Scry 3 and then draw 3. Windows, trace. You need to draw 3 first. Did he just hit the Crassus again?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is why you play the precog first.
No, you're right. I know.
I'm just making sure that Zach is aware of this.
No, I know. He's going about this the wrong way. I mean,
right, when you're trying...
If you think about it, there's literally 0% chance that he loses the game. Okay?
Right.
Like, it's physically impossible. All he's doing is making it harder on himself.
Yeah. And so, like, these are the type of things where you want to... If you're trying to find your Crassus, you have to be playing the like precognitive perceptions. You have to just be playing your straight draw spells before activating your Escanta.
Right.
Every turn. Otherwise, you're just going to keep bottoming your Crassus.
Definitely not the most efficient use
Correct.
of his time.
So here I just kind of want to see him discard lands and cast your chemisters.
Yeah.
Just cast them all from the graveyard here.
Just cast them until you find
Crassus.
A Crassus.
And then take your additional turn.
Make a big old Crassus. Find a Sabotage.
Yeah. And leave up 3 mana for the Sabotage.
Right, if he took the Sabotage at any point, this game, he'd be just sealed up here. It just...
Yeah.
At this point, it's frustrating to watch. There we go. Hey, got it.
There's a Nexus and a land that...
Darn, didn't find it.
Float a blue.
Spin the wheel of the Wilderness Reclamation.
Untap everything. You don't need to organize it while you're untapping here, to be honest. Just
He's fidgeting, man.
untap your mana and then just tap it all and be like, I'm going to float everything again.
Zach's a fidgety dude, man. Leave him be. Fidgets.
Fidget spinner. I'll get him a fidget spinner for his birthday.
You can see the fidget.
I'll get the fidget spinner
There you go.
so he can have one for his birthday.
There we go. Another turn. 2 turns in a row.
All right.
Bryant's saying, kill me. Let's see if you deck yourself.
Play
somehow.
precog.
It's not even possible for him to deck himself.
It is if Bryant plays like 4 devious cover-ups.
He's got Nexus of Fates.
Devious cover-up exiles it, bruh.
He has 0 ways to cast the card, though.
Well, that's a problem. I don't know, man.
So...
But devious cover-up is an answer. So is Unmoored Ego. But
right. Both of which are never being cast in this game.
yeah, no, probably not.
Let's see.
Draw 2 Nexus. Cool.
Oh, boy.
Just find the Crassus. If he bottoms it again, I'm going to be real sad.
Yeah, right. Discards 2 Nexuses back into the deck. That seems real bad. You don't want them in the deck. You just want the cards in your hand.
He has 2 extra turns. It literally does not matter at this point. Why is Bryant sitting here?
Because Bryant is going to force him to win.
Oh, I guess because Bryant still has his cast down, right?
Yeah, he's hoping that Zach just goes for it.
And if he does, that'd be real bad.
It'd be funny. It'd be funny if he doesn't take that if he doesn't find the Sinister Sabotage.
Pitch it. I think it was a land, yeah.
If he doesn't find the Sabotage and just plays the Crassus and it gets cast down, God, that'd be the funniest thing I've ever seen after all this shit.
Oh, you know what he also has to be really weary about right now?
What?
The cast trigger on Crassus.
That's true.
Because his deck is so thin.
Dude, he didn't find the Crassus. He found the Sinister Sabotage, though.
Okay, so you leave that on top and you bottom everything else.
Yep, I think that's what he did. Draw 3. There's your Crassus with the Sinister Sabotage.
Okay, now you literally just go to your extra turn and then cast Crassus, leave up 3.
Well, no, I think you try to find another Nexus here and just take 2, just win.
Well, he's going to find the extra Nexus by casting the Crassus. His deck is so small.
Just as Kanta, just do it.
I guess. I mean, he has the Crassus now, so it doesn't matter.
It does, though. Because you can't ever let Bryant take another turn.
Well, he still has an extra turn on the stack.
No, I get that.
Yeah, I'm saying, like...
Just do it now while you have 2 Wilderness Reclamation triggers, man. Just do it now and take, 8 turns.
I'm saying activate the search because it doesn't matter because you have the Crassus now.
That's literally what I just said.
Yeah, no.
You said pass the turn.
No.
Said
not pass the turn. Like, go to your next turn.
Okay.
No, I don't mean literally pass the turn to Bryant. No.
Gotcha. Oh, this is unnecessary.
Yeah.
We need some better etiquette out of our players.
Yeah, honestly.
Both players, Bryant and Zach. Zach for being incompetent with the deck and Bryant for not scooping.
Yeah, Zach. This is not fair. This is not fair to me.
Right, I have a life.
Or Tom.
I worked all day.
I did too.
There's no reason that I have to still be sitting here watching this. Why would you cast that main phase?
He's He's not. He's in his end step.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's on his first Wilderness Reclamation.
I have no idea where we're even at anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a random ass card just like chilling. Like I just.
And I like you, Zach. You're a cool dude, but like, get better with this deck, my man.
Okay, how many cards does he have left in his deck? Because that's gonna be really worrisome with the Grasses.
You know what?
You can only make the Grasses so big.
Well, you only have to make it so big. You could make it a 1/1, and eventually you'll kill Bryant, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because you're going to take 20 turns.
Yeah. So
that's the point.
Here's the point where I go, let's not do anything else. I have 3 extra turns on the stack. I'm not going to draw any more cards because I want this Grasses to be as big as
Arch of Erazka.
I want this.
Gonna draw more cards.
Yeah, I want the Grasses to be as big as possible, so I don't have to sit here and go one.
Look at Bryant left. Yes, he's just like, I'm done watching this. This is obnoxious.
There you go. I don't know what he just did, but
draw
did
2.
Did he go to look at the timer? Probably.
Probably. This is inexcusable.
Like literally, here's the point where I'm like, do you have Grasses in your hand? Show me it, and I'll scoop.
Well, Bryant knows it's there. That's the thing, is Bryant knows it's there. Zach has shown no willingness to win this game, though. So, at this point, I don't blame Bryant for scooping, because Zach might accidentally deck himself.
I don't know how, but yeah.
It'd be funny.
Yeah, if he casts Grasses for enough, he can.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. Do you know how badly I want to see that happen? Not because, again, I like Zach. Zach's a cool dude. Just for the meme.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I drew too many cards.
You better count your deck before you can. Okay, he's doing it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can cast it for 7. You can
Roll up them sleeves.
Grasses for 7. Oh, wait, no. He can cast Grasses for, like, everything -1. -3. Because you draw half. So, like, 2, and then, so let's see. He can do it for, what, 14? No, he can do it for 15.
You just do it for 10.
I'm just saying you can't. He can do it for 15.
I think he's doing it exactly X's 10 here. Because at no point, A, does he leave up less than 3 mana.
Cast trigger.
Yep, cast trigger. And B, yeah, exactly 10. It's exactly a 2-turn clock. Which isn't relevant, but it finally saves a little bit of time.
5. Okay, cast down.
Do you have a Sinister Sabotage? Okay, now I'll scoop. Hey, boys, we got there. The most unnecessarily long...
That's all I could say.
The most unnecessarily long clap from Dan Horgan.
Yeah, no, like, that's... I was just trying to abuse it and go,
here's the game. Just like that game abused my eyes.
Yeah. Just like, I'm just going to clap the entire next match now. And be like,
what was that?
What?
What did we just watch?
The Magic, apparently.
Yeah, you think so?
I honestly don't know, man.
I think that was the most I've ever seen someone milk their time on camera.
No. No.
I'm going to give Zach the benefit of the doubt here and say that he was just showing out.
I'm going to go with the most time that anyone's milked on camera was Pete against you.
Yeah.
Yes. Because that...
Okay, how about this? That is the most... No. This is the most someone has self-filleted themselves on camera.
Okay, there you go.
They wanted to really show out for the camera.
Yeah.
Pete just made me sit there for no reason. Literally, he had 0 permanence in play. There was no reason for him to keep playing. He just wanted to. Yeah. Zach, I think, was stroking his ego. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm pretty sure he did very well last night, didn't he?
Probably.
I think if I remember correctly, I think I saw him that he took first.
Like I said, I did not play standard, so...
No, and, we were shitting all over that gameplay there, but I think I remember seeing that he took first.
I mean, I'm not saying he played it bad at all. Like, he won. It's just
They played it unnecessary.
Took way too long to do it.
Right, they should have gone at like 7 minutes faster.
Probably about 15.
I'm trying to be nice.
I'm not. I'm upset.
I'm upset.
I'm upset with this.
Damn it, I'm mad.
I'm just purely...
I mean, that was a pretty egregious act of Nexus of fading.
It was. This is why...
You would have been banned on MTG Arena for that.
Literally. I was just saying, this is why it's banned in Best of 1. Like, this is the reason it's banned in Best of 1. Now, actually, it would have been the reason had he not had another Grixis in his deck. Because that's what happened. That's why it's banned. Because someone was just like, I have 4 Nexuses.
That's it. We can sit here for 2 hours. That's what that match just felt like just now.
It did.
That's like the MTG Arena equivalent to 2 hours of Nexus of fading.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Zach, if you do watch this, Nexus faster.
A lot faster.
No showboating. We get it. You can draw a lot of cards.
I can too.
You know who else can draw a lot of cards, Zach? Dan Horgan.
Yeah.
Dan, can you draw a lot of cards?
Yeah.
Did you draw your whole deck on camera for no reason?
No, anytime I was on camera, I was just like, I'm going to try to win as fast as possible.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I have to do commentary on this. And
yeah, exactly.
I don't want to sit here and do commentary on...
Why do you think I dumpstered
games.
Homie in round 1 so hard? I knew I was going to be here tonight. It's like, shit, I got to do this quick because I know that people like Zach Kidd apparently are going to take 2 hours to combo off with Nexus.
Yeah.
It's all in good fun. I don't want to get in trouble like we got in trouble for making fun of Marty for being degenerate like this.
Yeah, no, we're not making fun of Zach. We're just telling him that you need to play faster.
No, you need to Nexus faster. There's a difference. He was playing at a very crisp pace.
Okay.
Okay, he was playing quickly.
Yes. This is the reason why, like, this deck is the reason why Star City lost 6,000 viewers in 10 minutes because of this deck. They went from 15,000 to 9,000 in a matter of 10 minutes because it was Nexus versus Nexus.
Turn 2, search for his Kanta here from Bryant. Really good for him. That's exactly what he needs if he wants to win this matchup.
Yeah, the rest
honestly,
of the mediocre, though.
I think unless he can completely keep Zach off of Wilderness Reclamation, this matchup is bad for him. That's interesting. No growth spiral in response?
Why don't you play it in response? I guess you don't want to draw the Wilderness Reclamation by accident off of it.
Bryant just going to take Nezahal. I don't know. I probably would have taken Growth Spiral if he lets me take it and just leave him with 2 7-drops that I can probably beat.
Yeah. Yeah, it stops him from potentially drawing a...
Bryant, there you go. I was going to say, do not play a different land, sir. That land already entered the battlefield.
I see it all the time.
I was going to be very upset if he tried to play a different land there.
I do it all the time.
Ooh.
I actually don't.
That's like one of my... I'm okay with taking certain game actions back. If you play your land for the turn and say, oh, that was the wrong land, sorry, bud.
Yeah, I've done it where... But it was like... It was the difference between like a Steam Vents and like Sulfur Falls. And like, they look pretty similar.
Right.
And I'm just like...
Bryant gonna shock in this Blood Crypt.
Yeah, I was like, they're like, are you going to pay 2 for that? I'm like, oh, that's...
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, that's a Steam Vents. I meant to play a Sulfur Falls, so can I play it? And I gotta ask them, otherwise I'll just shock it in. Like,
yeah.
It's up to them.
So Zach just drew 2 search for his Kantas off of his Chemist's Insight here.
Solid.
Yep. Honestly, if you're going to draw 2 copies of a card in a row like that... I think Search for His Kanta is one of the better ones you could do, simply because it's such a lightning rod for a counter spell, like Negate or whatever's in his hand, right? So if the first one gets negated and you just drop a second one on him, it hurts. It hurts really bad. And the second one's, honestly, even if the first one resolves, the second one's not bad because you can just discard it to Chemist's Insight, and then you really, quote, don't lose a card because it's a legendary and you're not going to want it anyway.
Right.
So it's almost like a win-win in that regard.
So Bryant not putting any of these cards off his search in the graveyard.
He's drawing heaters, it seems. He's going to see that other search.
Biogenic Ooze?
It sure is.
Well, I'm taking that.
Yeah, we're for sure taking that ooze.
Wait. No, maybe not. Zach is on 7 lands. He's going to be on 7 lands. When he
Oh, okay, yeah. So you just put the Nexus back in his deck.
And hopefully you draw it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Let's see Bryant start taking an extra turn, right? Only one, though, because then it gets shuffled back into Zach's library, right?
Yeah, it does.
Those are some
I don't know. Can you beat a Biogenic Ooze, though?
Well, he just got a Wilderness Reclamation, so
That's pretty good.
Hey, play your own.
Yeah,
Untap
right.
your own lands.
Bryant's deck with access to Wilderness Reclamation seems pretty good.
Seems aight.
Let's see what Zach can do here. Let's see whose search is better to him. Zach's here is going to flip a lot quicker. Bryant here just has 2 cards in his yard. Gonna bin this Arch for Erazka.
Or as they say on Star City, Arch of Orizaka, which that is not how it's spelled at all.
I mean, those guys like to try and be cool and edgy.
But
And
it's
say things different
not
because they're
spelled
cool
like that.
and edgy. Dude, but didn't you know they are both cool and also edgy?
still not spelled like that.
I agree. So the Crushing Canopy here gonna take down Thief of Sanity. Pass the turn.
What CMC is Biogenic Ooze?
It is a 5-drop.
Okay.
Can be Disdainful Stroked. Conveniently.
D-stroke.
So let's see what Bryant leaves on top here.
Look like he's land. Yeah.
I was gonna say land is exactly what he wants.
Like, I got my own Wilderness Reclamation now. We're going to see a negate and oof.
Bryant's okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, Zach
own
negated
spell.
his own spell.
Yeah, essentially.
Free card.
Hey, I've done that before. Except for I've negated like a spell that I cast out of my hand.
So Bryant there holding a Carnival Carnage. I don't think he's playing Disinformation Campaign. I think he's playing 4 of those instead.
Interessante.
Hey, it's Blightning.
Yeah,
Blightning, or just 1 damage to something.
accurate.
Blightning was real good back in its day.
Yeah. No, I haven't even been keeping track of these life totals because they don't matter.
They truly don't, honestly, until they do.
Yeah, and even then, I really don't think they do.
Search for his Can't Do Here from Zach. Gonna find nothing.
Cool.
Bryant's like, yay!
Is that precognitive perception?
I believe so. Zach gonna
Just cast
keep
it,
flipping
name
his
things.
cards around, can't decide what he wants to do.
Oh, I'd totally. Oh.
De-stroked.
Oh.
No, if that's a
Oh.
precog in your hand, you definitely cast the Biogenic Ooze.
Yeah.
That he already knows about.
Oh, that's true. I forgot he knew about it.
I mean, it was face up, my man.
Yeah, but I'm just like staring at everything.
That's true. That was an interesting decision there. With Zach on 2 cards and Bryant holding Carnival Carnage, Bryant chose to just run out his Nicol Bolas there instead of carnaging Zach's last 2 cards. So we'll see if that punishes him at all. I personally think I would have gone with the 2 cards and just left him with just, you have a search. I mean, search is real good, but I'm going to have one of my own in a turn or 2, right?
Right.
So, I mean, we'll probably see him do it this turn. I really like getting those last 2 cards out at that point, because Zach had just searched.
There's a Nexus.
Mm-hmm.
And he's short of casting it, though, so... And there's
So, I mean,
another
he is going to get
Grixis.
to just knock the 2 cards out of his hand now.
Yeah, what is the flippable? Do you remember all the abilities?
The plus is draw 2 cards. The second ability is... I can't remember. The third one is deal 10 damage to a creature or planeswalker. Can you close that door? And then the ultimate is exile their library, I think.
So draw 2 cards, 10 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Put target creature or planeswalker card
That's
from
right.
graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Exile all but the bottom card of target player's library. I mean, that's a way to win.
Yeah.
Once you flip a Bolas, like, what does Zach have to answer it other than blink? Not much.
So Zach here with 4 cards in hand. Bolus. Gonna dump this. Not Bolus. Search. Gonna dump this Thief of Sanity.
I definitely just want to see him play the Carnage and then beat for 4.
Carnage would have been so much better last turn.
Okay, so that goes down to 12 here. Because I missed
There
2
it
lives
goes.
somewhere.
Yeah, but Zach now has 4 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Last turn, that Carnage would have been absolutely brutal.
Yeah. I agree, but...
He would have hit he would have hit Search for... Not Search. He would have hit Nexus of Fate and Precognitive Perception. Instead, this turn, after Zach gets to do his precog, he just gets the Nexus back into the deck and a breeding pool. Zach would have 0 cards here, or whatever, maybe just the 1 card that he found off the Search. But Bolus would have just knocked it out of his hand anyway. So we would have been we would have been sitting here with Zach on 0 cards and Bryant having played a fresh Bolus. The life total, like getting in for 4, nowhere near as important as keeping Zach on 0 cards. Bit of a misstep, I believe, there from Bryant. Just missequencing. Zach gonna search for his Kanta. Having said all of what I just said, though, Zach with this active search for so many more turns than Bryant has, that sequencing might not matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it might be too inevitable.
Right.
I think if Bryant was to win this game, that was going to be the line he needed to take. It might not have mattered, though, because the search, again, it just found him everything he needed. Who knows, though?
Yeah, Zach could just spin his wheels and miss and whiff, you know?
Well, he's got 2 Nexuses in his hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see those.
The 2 cards were Nexuses before he did anything. So that's why I was like, you really needed to knock those 2 cards out because you would have got that precog. And the precog was what drew Zach back into all that stuff along with the search.
Yeah.
It just got him too many cards and too deep into his deck. Again, though, saying all that, you know, yes, I believe it was a misstep. Again, might not have mattered. The combination of Wilderness Reclamation with these Nexus of Fates and the search for his Kanta, just too much. Just too much.
Right.
What do you do? Bryant's just sitting there like, come on, man.
Brian just answered you like, I don't know.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
What am I going to do? Nothing? All right, Zach, let's see if you can find a way. Okay, so you have this Crassus, just win, right? Like...
Well, we got to organize our lands, and then we got to count them. Reorganize.
So it looks like Crassus.
Crassus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Draw 3, gain 3. Make himself a big old 6/6. Finds himself another Crisis, and importantly, a second Sinister Sabotage. I think it's the second one.
Could be. I honestly don't know.
Maybe it's 1 and then a Chemisters. I'm not sure. He's flicking his cards too quick. Gonna float some mana. Five, 6, 7. Nexus of Fate. Bryant, yeah. So I think we're just going to probably see Zach combo and win, right?
I assume so.
I mean, it's a 3-turn clock.
Yeah, and it's going to be a 2-turn clock once he plays the other Grasses next turn, probably.
Is Kanta. There goes the Crisis. Found another Nexus, though. That should be enough to wrap it up there.
Yeah.
I would assume. I'd be very surprised if Zach can't put together a win here.
It's like, can I see your yard?
Gonna show Bryant. Do you just want to concede? No? Okay.
I'm gonna play with it revealed.
Oh, yeah, no, Bryant did just concede there.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I don't blame him. That game was just over.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, we'll see you back for round 3.